Hello, this is Secure with Franca. Today we'll be looking at the part two of the fear to venture into cyber security. The last time I gave a little background of my educational background, where I'm coming from, and how I got into this field on cyber security. The reason why I'm looking at the fear because there are a lot of questions in the heart of students in regards to not just students alone, but the young, the old. How do I, when it comes to, can I change my career? I'm a woman, women in tech. How possible? How am I going to survive this? Um, I do not want to go into tech. I do like it, but I don't want to do all of those stuff that they are doing there. There is this feeling of intimidation, being intimidated by the feed. So we'll be looking at a couple of things today, and like you must know that cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing field in tech. It offers exciting opportunity, job security, chance to make a real impact, and also for the journey never begins because of fear. So if you're afraid, you will never take the step to venture into the cybersecurity world. In this episode today, we're going to explore the psychological background that stop people from entering into cybersecurity, from the belief that it is too technical, it is competitive. We need like the environment or the cybersecurity world needs experiences, which I will not be kicking out, but we're going to be looking at that into how you can go into that. So, like I gave a little background previously about my educational background. So what I did first was to go into dev work because that was what was introduced to me at first. When you're trying to change your career, you have different opinion. Just trying to narrow down what do I need to do. So I went to the dev work engineering. It was like a 6 months program, but it was too deep and too in depth. At that time, I did not understand it. It was difficult for me. I couldn't make sense of what they were saying. So once I was done with that, within the 6 months program, I stopped at 3 months. Like I think I did for 3 months or so. So once I was done with the program, I didn't want to quit because I believe that that is where I'm going to get my fulfillment when it comes to career. Even though I had no idea of how it's going to look like when I'm looking for a job. We're going to talk about looking for a job. I'm going to talk about my first interview, maybe in subsequent series. So, and what I did was to start searching. I came across doing Security Plus. Okay, doing Security Plus. I was told, oh, go to Security Plus, and once you're done with the Security Plus, then you can start getting a job. It's not that as it's not like it's not like putting something on the fire and getting it ready in 1 minute. It takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of determination. It takes it takes it takes a lot of sleepless nights, especially when you know that, oh, I need to go into this career. So what I did was to start reading for Security Plus. Even though I was reading for it, it wasn't it wasn't that easy. It wasn't easy because I wasn't really getting, I couldn't put everything together. So what I did next step was to go on YouTube and start making research on that. And luckily I came across one of the YouTubers saying uh, some people get it very, very difficult to pass their Security Plus exam because they are starting from Security Plus. So I was like, what? Okay. So what's the next? What should I do? And then I started making research and I see that you have to start from the A plus. A plus is a general background, it's generic. It kind of give you everything regarding tech, everything regarding security. It's generic. It is broken down to an extent that even the someone who does not have an understanding about tech will get an understanding with A plus. So I started reading for A plus exam, and I'm going to talk about how I passed my A plus, how I went to Network Plus and subsequent certification. But for this, for you to be able to go above the level of fear, just know that you are not the first who to change your career. Other persons have done it before, and you can still do it. You can do it. You know, it has to be with dedicating yourself, making research. So when I was planning to do the A plus exam that I was planning to do is to just to see how far I've gone. Do I really have understanding with do I really have understanding about this tech? Do I really know if I'm going to be able to work and get fulfillment in it? So I said, "Okay, let me try myself." So I took A plus. I went to YouTube, to look at some A plus, you know, um, teachings and lectures and all of that. So most especially, I went to YouTube. I went to Professor Massey YouTube to for my A plus. Then I also, when you have your app on your phone, you can go to your app store. You can go to the Android phone where you can get your app, and you'll be able to get some questions and answer for A plus. So I took that. I was reading and just to check the level of how far I will be able to comprehend what I've read, how far I am ready. Because I didn't just want to jump into the market when I'm not ready. And so I did that. I wrote the exam. I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I did the exam twice. I'm going to be talking about my A plus certification and what happened, why I had to do the exam twice. So I did the exam twice. The first time I didn't get it or I didn't pass it. Then the second time I did it, and that was it. Then I knew that I was ready for it. So that actually took away fear from my from me. So I believe that taking steps, not just saying I want to go into cybersecurity, starting from the very lowest certification, it helps you to build up your confidence. It helps you to know that, oh, so this is it. So I can do it. So that was how I did my A plus, and after that, I went to subsequent certification. I even went to school. I even went to school to do postgraduate. I'm going to be talking about that, but today I just want to focus on the fact that yes, you may have fear to go into cybersecurity, and also you can actually minimize the fear if you venture into taking one of these certification courses. You don't have to go to class for it, okay? If you don't have to go to class. You can read it yourself. I did my reading myself. And if you want to get Udemy, like those resources, I also did Udemy. But for A plus, I didn't register for the Udemy course. I just did A plus exam. I remember I got a textbook. Let me see if I can get that textbook. Yeah, I got a textbook for A plus. Yeah, this is the textbook. This is the textbook I used for my A plus. I still have it here. This is the textbook I used. Very, very good and very, very good and straightforward. Is easy to understand. So this is what I use. So this is what I got, and I also got app from my app store for questions and answer. Then I went to YouTube for questions and answer as well. And once I was ready, I did the exam. So I'm going to be telling you later about how my first exam went and what happened and how my second exam went. Okay. So the journey was really, really a little bit tough and stressful, but it was worth it because I was working full-time job, money consistency. I was reading for the exam, and I had spent money for DevOps engineering. So yeah, and I'm also going to tell you subsequently of how I went for my AWS. It's a lot of information. You're going to be enjoying this this lesson, not or this my experience. Yeah, let me put it that way, my experience. So um please do not forget to hit this subscribe button, subscribe to this channel, and you'll be getting more information as I upload. Okay.